Not without the guy running by doing the. So, you were really holding your own in that count right there. You weren't going to let it go. Bases loaded. And you saw it go right over the center field fence. I mean, what's going on there? What was the pitch you got?
I was just trying to keep my weight back and drive the ball. I was ahead of everything all game. They weren't throwing me any strikes, and then they threw me one middle, and I just smoked it right up the middle.
And to end a game that way, I mean, how do you feel? I know it's been a while. I mean, has it been almost a year since I think it was the May 11th one against?
Yep. Started off the season rough. I was like .070. Battled my way back. I think I'm almost back to 300 now. Just trying to help the team out.
Absolutely. And how do you feel about getting the bats going? It was a little shaky there at the beginning, but there in that fifth inning, it just seemed like everything was coming together. What was happening there?
It's always good to keep our heads in the game, help our pitchers out, get runs. Lately, we've been having great pitching, and our hitting's just lacking.
All right. Now, TJ, now that's a complete game, right? You don't get to throw those in high school that often, especially with the pitch count. What was going on there today?
Just being able to hit my spots and know I could trust my teammates behind me to be able to throw strikes and let them do their job. And, it helps when we put up that many runs. You get a lot more confidence as a pitcher.
I was about to say, what's that communication like between you and Alec? It just seems like he was moving in the right position to get that outside pitch, and you were just working together, especially when you're getting ahead in the count. What was going on there today?
Oh, he's a really smart catcher. He knows where to call the pitches and how to set up. It just helps me hit my spots way better.
And, this question's for both of you guys. It's been an up and down season, but it seems like you're finally stringing some wins together. Of course, the big Chillicothe win, that's a huge deal for the program. But how do you feel about the team kind of getting momentum and having victories, even in a situation where it's a loss, you're still kind of building that momentum? How do you feel right now?
Well, this is where the teams are made, and, this is when you have to win.
What do you think?
Just keep building off these wins. They're great for our confidence. You just keep building off it.
All right. And do you think it just has a snowball effect when you do that?
Yep.
All right. Well, hey, man, that's all I got. Appreciate you. Let me get you real quick. And we have you sitting right there. Go look at the sun. So, and, seeing your team adapt today the way they did and really string things together in that fifth inning, what was that like as a coach to see them?
It's good to see your kids do that because, the boys talked about, when they're able to go out there and play loose and have fun playing the game, you see the difference in the team night and day when they're out there and they're playing tight and scared to make those mistakes. Then bad things are happening. But a game like that, those guys went out there, played loose, had a lot of fun playing baseball. We made a few mistakes, but limited those, and we tell them all the time it's a game of errors and it's who can minimize them the most. And we were able to do that today. And those boys went out there and got things rolling later on in the game. And it was a lot of fun to watch those boys do what they did today.
And, Bryce and TJ, those guys are...
Goodness.
Bryce and TJ, those are two players that were due for a solid performance. What's it like to see those two guys kind of carried over and have a lot of success today?
TJ's a kid that he's going to give us a solid outing every time we put him on the mound. And, he's faced some pretty tough teams this year, and that was a good one for him to get today. He needed that one. Really boost his confidence, and you saw the difference. 9 days out there hitting the spots, pitched well, kept the pitch count down, was really efficient. So hats off to that kid. Went out there and battled even through some early runs with those guys, and then the part of that lineup, Bryson there for a reason. That kid, if we can keep him in the zone like he needs to be and keep that bat level and through the zone, we see what happens. The kid's got the power. It's just whether he stays within himself and has that nice line drive swing. And he showed that today and in a big spot. Ending the game on a grand slam, I don't think there's a better feeling in the game of baseball, at this level. So, hats off to him for getting the job done with that too.
And final question is, how far is center field? Because that went over the center field fence there.
Oh, I'd say that one cleared it pretty good. I'd say that was probably, 320 or so. That probably goes in quite a few parks we play in. But like we tell them, man, we're not trying to go out there and hit the ball over the fence. We're trying to hit line drives in the gap, and that was that approach. I tell them all the time, you hit line drives in the gap, and eventually one's going to go. And that's what happened for him tonight. And excited for that kid to get that one, and excited for the team. This is a big win, big confidence booster moving into the second half of the season. And we celebrated tonight, and we go back to work tomorrow. So.
All right. Well, hey, I appreciate your time.